What Nikes were they?
The Zebra from Back to the Future.
Is that the ones he's wearing? Oh, Air Mags? Yeah.
Are they real shoes?
Yeah, they're real shoes.
Like Back to the Future did?
That's what they're from, yeah. I love your face. Okay, so what is going on, world? It's Monday, and there's a lot going on. I got a lot of stuff in the mail this week. While I was gone, let's see. Silver Ultra Boost came in my size. We already reviewed them. I don't think we really need to do this again. Silver Ultra Boost came in my size. Mine are here. We reviewed these already, so I don't think that's necessary, but mine are here. Got a bunch of stuff. Shout out to the homie Yeezy Busta, sent me the verified shirt. Pretty sure everybody knows who that is. Much appreciated. Da 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 da. My main man Al sent me this letter and some of my favorite snacks. Shout out to him. He's in the thumbnail of the sneaker convict. Pretty awesome dude. Him and his girlfriend are great. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you. I do love these snacks. I bought a new lens. I bought this 50mm lens that's on this camera. I also bought this camera, which is the 5D Mark III. So we have this now for the road, which I'm really excited about. So another lens, and also another lens that was really expensive to go with this camera as well. So I'll use this camera and the camera we're using here, which is the Canon 70D. I wanted this camera for a while, so it's really cool to have both now and to be able to take them on the road, which is what we're doing. I have the color uncaged Ultra Boost coming, the color caged Ultra Boost coming, a Nike in the navy, those are on the way. Yeezy Zebras are on the way, which that was, the Zebra drop was crazy, and the prices are crazy. The resale prices are insane. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. That's pretty much it. I have some clothes coming from random places, like the new Kith shirts and just random stuff before I get out of town. That is all that's been happening the last couple of days. There's some news with Doobie, and the trip is a little different, but I have to go run some errands real quick and get some stuff done, and then we'll come back and talk about it and let you guys know what the plan is and where I'm gonna be and this, that, and the third. But for right now, I gotta go to the bank. My whole life right now is basically just running around because I leave on Thursday, I think. So either Wednesday or Thursday. The tattoos that I have to do, one tomorrow, one Wednesday. Those are my last tattoos at the shop until I get home. And then, yeah, it's just kind of chaotic right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go run some errands, do my thing. I'll be back. Probably with a salad, most likely with a matcha, and we will discuss life further. All right, got a salad, gonna eat it. I gotta mix it up. Everyone's asking me what's in my salads. It's just lettuce, kale, avocado, bacon, cucumbers, craisins, and sometimes croutons if I'm just feeling crazy. That's it, and then oil and vinegar and salt and pepper. So, but you can put whatever you want in your salad. But that's what I put in my salad. Ooh, the white balsam. Yeah. Yeah, got a freshie. Thought I ran out of lemon, and again, Sicilian lemon. About to pop this tag because we got a fresh bottle. Ah. Oh, Jesus. See that? Tuscan herb. Da, 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 da. Salt.
I'm gonna buy some sneakers. I promise.
Let's go.
Of course, when the Ultra Boost dropped, that was another one of my favorites. Adidas is killing the game right now, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care what you think.
The Air Mags.
I like Ocho. That's my man.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Do you still have the Nike boots? I always had a run. You had a super run, a supreme run. Yeah. That run is over.
Done with my salad. Pretty much. It's done. Gone. Originally, everyone knows, the plan was to take was to take Doobie with me. I even like started this whole thing because Doobie was not his normal self here at my house. Really busy. Everything's been really busy since the vlog has started to take off. So yeah, I just haven't really been around. So when I went to Vegas, I had Doobie go up to my friend Rick, who works at the tattoo shop. You guys see him all the time, and had Doobie go up to his girlfriend's house where there's 3 other dogs. Every picture and video I got of Doobie while I was in Vegas, he was just his normal, happy, having fun self. So when I got home, you know, I still had plans to take him with me, pack up a car and take him with me. And then I started figuring out about the timeline. If you do the math, I was talking about driving 3 or 4 hours a day, and I wouldn't even make it to the first sneaker con in that time. I definitely wouldn't make it to my mom. Definitely wouldn't make it to New York. So, long story short, what has to happen, which the hardest, Doobie's fine. Doobie's happy as can be. The hard part is for me because I'm really attached to my dog, obviously. So the hard part is me leaving him. I'm gonna have to leave him here. I'm gonna have to fly to all the places that I'm going to for this first leg of this tour, or whatever you wanna call it. So Doobie's gonna go and hang out with his homeboys in Fort Collins. He's having a great time. I'm gonna check in on him every day. We'll FaceTime with him, and then I'll meet back up with him after Arizona when I get back here, and possibly bring him to the West Coast with me when there's less of a crunch time schedule, because right now the schedule is just insane. Like, I basically have to get to the East Coast, and then by the 11th I have to be at SneakerCon in Cleveland. By the 18th I have to be at SneakerCon in Arizona. So there's not a lot. I know that seems like they're far apart, but they're not, and that's 20 days from now basically. So yeah, I just can't do it. I'm not gonna put him through it. I'm not gonna like cram him into a car and have him be bummed out. And I want to get to the sneaker cons. I want to like make sure I'm not just, you know, not fulfilling something. So yeah, so that's the plan. I was kind of upset about it at first, but now I'm cool. After hanging out with Doobie all day yesterday with the dogs, like, he's just happier, you know. And like, as a dog owner, I think the #1 concern needs to be your dog's happiness and well-being. And I don't want to be selfish. Just because I want to like rub him and kiss him goodnight every night doesn't mean that he should be with me every night. I know people are gonna miss him on the vlog. I'll miss him too, but like I said, we'll get back up with him. I'm not giving my dog away or anything. He's had people take care of him before when I've gone on like tattoo tours, or sorry, I know a bunch of you want to meet him, but it's just not a good thing to do to him. But yeah, he's gonna stay for a while. Hopefully I'll bring him to like LA and San Francisco. That would be really cool. I would really like to take him to California. I want some photos and video of Doobie running on the beach. So yeah, but that's the plan. Quite a change. So I won't be driving, I'll be flying pretty much to most spots. And yeah, so I think first, I'm probably gonna come to Philly. I won't be doing a pop-up in Philly. It's just gonna be, I'm just gonna come hang out for a couple of days. Then North Carolina, which hopefully we will have a pop-up. I'm working out the details of that now. And then New York, which there won't be a pop-up when I get to New York this first time. We'll get to SneakerCon. There will be SneakerCon merch. The next SneakerCon, all SneakerCons will have merch basically. And then yeah, I'll be all around. So basically, I still don't really know what's going on. I don't know where I'm going. I have a lot of people reaching out to me, which I appreciate everyone who's reaching out to me. It's amazing. Just trying to like figure out where things fit and what works, and yeah, trying to just, and also keeping it, you know, casual, because I don't really do well under massive amounts of planning. So and then I'm gonna head up to work real quick and see if any packages came in, go by the print shop, see what's going on over there. We have a drop Thursday. Yeah, these are the shoes I was gonna take on the trip. Well, aside from the Ace 16, that's my friend's. Yeah, that's what I was gonna take, but now we're not driving for the first leg, so I'm gonna take like 2 pairs of shoes. This is the sneaker room, it's empty. It's definitely different. I kind of had thought this room was going to just keep on going, but it's not. So that's that's what it is. Let's talk about Yeezy Zebra resale real quick. Okay, so Zebras are very, very expensive right now. They're gonna stay expensive. Unless they restock, which there's rumors about a restock in June, but they are just rumors. There's even rumors about restocks as soon as like 2 days from now, which I wouldn't go that far, but there are rumors. I don't know what to tell you as far as that. You can believe what you want to believe. A lot of belief comes from hope, so I don't really know what to tell you. It's up to you. You know, if you want to believe it, cool. If you don't, cool. But let's talk about now, because this is where we live currently. Currently, the resale prices of that shoe are, the lowest I've really seen is $1,200. And the highest I've seen someone buy is $2,500. So that's a really high price. That's probably the biggest resale you've ever seen on a shoe at all, really, for most of us, but Yeezys especially. And the major reason for that is it only released in Adidas. You know, usually you get a release at Foot Sites and Adidas. But yeah, like that wasn't the case for the Zebras. The Zebras were Adidas only. Only select confirmed stores got them, and the online release flew. You know, the easiest place to cop them was probably Yeezy Supply, which is also not in the norm. So pairs are limited. Most of the people who got pairs got them to resell. There's not a lot. I mean, there's quite a few people that got pairs to wear, but I would say a majority of people got these as an investment, especially once they see the price tag of the flip. Like most people can't. Most people a $2,000 or a $1,500 or a $1,000 come up is a big deal. So yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? But that's the price of them. Be prepared if you really want to play right now with the Zebra. Be prepared to pay. Like, that's part of the game. If you don't like resale, move on. You know what I mean? It's just a pair of shoes and it's just money. So neither of it matters. Neither of it's just pick, you know what I mean? You gotta pick which one you think's more important, and you just have to understand the game you're playing. You have to understand that you can get mad about it all you want, but when there's only a certain amount of supply and there's that much demand, the prices shoot way up. So Yeezy Zebra resale is crazy right now. I'm sorry for those that are upset. I get a lot of emails telling, like, people begging, saying they have to have the shoe. These crazy sob stories and shit, and like there's no amount of like personal hardship that you could be going through that a pair of shoes is really gonna fucking make the difference. I get that you want them. I understand that. I really understand that desire. My advice to you is to figure out a way to get them. You know, like I know that's like a really surface advice, like, oh yeah, just figure it out. But I'm just saying, like, don't obsess over it. Like, they're just things. There's gonna be more things, you know, like, it's really cool. I feel very fortunate to be able to get this stuff, but don't let it drive you crazy and don't let it make you mad. It's not worth getting upset about. Plenty of other Yeezys, there's plenty of other shoes. You'll be okay. And speaking of shoes that are easy to get, the Ultra Boost ST, which most people don't talk about, most people don't like, the white pair I have is one of my favorite shoes. Like, I love that shoe. I don't wear it a lot if it's not summertime, because anyone that knows me and that shoe knows that I like it at the pool. It's my favorite pool shoe. Yeah, the Ultra Boost ST just re-released. They just released new colorways. I like the STs. They're super nice. Like, they feel really good on foot. Completely different vibe than an Ultra Boost. They're fire. They're super sick. I really like them. 2 new colorways just dropped, and those will be really easy to get. There's no hype. People literally don't care, you know. So one of my homies was wearing a pair in Miami, and I thought they were, I was bugging. I was like, what shoe is that? I'd never even seen it. And then when he showed me, I realized I had seen it, and the pictures just didn't do it justice. It looked like a Chinese New Year ST. This shit was fire. So Ultra Boost STs just released. I'm pretty sure they're on Adidas and other places, but you can find those pretty much wherever Ultra Boost ST is sold. Okay, so the Alexander Wang collection is releasing, which we talked about very briefly before in one of these videos. First, I was like really not into that shoe, but then I saw them on feet today, and there's 2 pairs. There's the white one, which is called like the Alexander Wang Run Clean, I think is the name of it, and then there's a black colorway that's got a little more tech on it, it looks like, and it's just the AW Run. At first, the white one looked crazy to me, but I saw them on feet. I think they look super sick. They almost, to me, look like the A16 Pure Control in a way. I like both of those shoes. Like, I know they're weird. I know they're super weird looking, but I think on feet they look great. The Alexander Wang clothing that's coming out with it looks like it's really baggy and short, which is a weird combination, but I don't know. I like the design. I like the upside down. Obviously, I like the upside down Adidas logo, or I like the upside down trefoil. I would love to I mean, that's just obvious. I like things that are upside down. But so that's kind of my selling point on that whole collection. I don't know, but I'll probably cop. I'm gonna be like gone and on the road, so the Wang might not be the easiest thing, you know what I'm saying? I like them. I think they're cool. A lot of people don't, which will probably make it a little easier. So Human Race Stan Smith that's coming, that kind of looks like a Stan Smith hybrid with a Human Race in a way, the way the upper looks to me. There's no boost on the shoe, and I'm not a huge Stan Smith fan, so I'm gonna say no. Triple White Yeezys have finally photos have surfaced, like real photos. Those were rumored to me not ever be coming out, but it looks like they probably will. The rumors are around April, but who knows? Don't get too involved yet. You never know. It would make sense for the Triple White Yeezy to come out in April, so I think we will see it, but no release date yet. But Triple White Yeezys look like they are coming. That's good news. I like that. Triple Black Ultra Boost also releases on March 1st. We reviewed those a couple of episodes back here, but for everyone who's waiting and looking, I don't know. People ask me all the time about how many pairs there's going to be. I have no idea. I'm not the guy to ask about stock numbers usually until after the shoes come out, so I don't really know. From the box, it seems like it's a real release, like there should be pairs, but again, I never know what Adidas is gonna do, so good luck. And then last but not least, there's the Kith Naked CS2, which I called the R2 in the last vlog, but both colorways are coming on the 4th at Kith, I think the 11th everywhere else. Yeah, I'm definitely copping those. Gonna definitely try and get both pairs. Need them. I don't think they're whack in any way, shape, or form. A lot of people don't like the stripe going down it, but a lot of people don't know what the fuck they're talking about, so it's just how it goes. You know, some people just want everyone to release the same shoe. It's just like people who want, when they hear an album and they're like, really? Okay, release the same album over and over again. That's just not how shit works, you know what I mean? Like, so if you want that, just go buy Jordans. If you want things to change, I would say stick with Adidas, because that seems to be the way things are going, which is what I appreciate. So the CS2 is coming. Both are super sick colorway. I'm pretty sure both of them are men's sizing. They're not gonna play games and drop women pairs just out of the blue. It's just like the last Naked Co. Unisex sizing is what I'm gonna assume. CS2 fit, I don't know. JC said he went up a half size, so I don't know. I haven't put any on my feet. I haven't seen one that's my size. Prime Knit, in my opinion, stretches, so I generally don't feel a need to half size up. It is possible, so, but that's, yeah. But CS2, those are coming, those are sick. Must cop for me, absolutely.